there. Oh, it sparkles and gleams. It's what I've always wanted. Oh, a tear is brought to my eye. Oh. Oh. Oh, joyous day. Oh. Oh, be still, my beating heart. Let's go. Into the spittoon. There's a spittoon here. A bright, shiny, beautiful spittoon. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Come to mama. What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Looking at someone who's kneeling next to a spittoon with the apparent intention of sticking her whole entire face inside of it. Dive in. You jam your head into the spittoon up to the shoulder and find nothing. The brass bucket is shiny, clean, inside and out. Clean as the day it was born. The museum staff must have washed it. It looks brand new. Are you crying? No, I'm fine. You're crying. Well, let's be over here whenever you're done lying in the ground in the fetal position and hugging a spittoon. Fine. I got an achievement for that. It is, unrequited. Loved a spittoon that didn't love you back in gun manner. I am a little bit sad that that wasn't way more disgusting than I wanted it to be. There's a trapdoor in the ceiling over here. Too bad you aren't like 11 feet tall. I'll grab a billiard cue. You inspect them and take the best one, which isn't saying much. You get an item. Wobbly billiards cue. The thing about people who buy billiard tables is that they are almost never the kind of people who will properly maintain their cues. That is very true. For whatever reason, that's true. This cue does not provide evidence to the contrary. Okay, we'll turn off the lamp. And I guess it's time to play pool against this guy. But first I want to look at this. This is both the biggest and dumbest poster you've ever seen. That's pretty true. That's a pretty stupid poster. Hey there, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit-chat, gal. Just billiards. Step up or shut up. Challenge him to a game. You pull out your cue, and the ghost nods and racks the balls. He utterly trounces you. You just can't seem to make the balls go where you intended. That was the saddest showing as I've ever seen. Let me see that cue. Yeah, that's a problem. This thing's about as straight as a banker's handshake. You're gonna need to lathe this back to true if you want a chance against me. Lathe, Well, if only I knew where a lathe could be. It would be down in the... Well, there's a couple places there that there are lathes, right? There's one over here in the stagecoach area. And there's also one in the basement, I think? I'm not entirely sure. It's a lathe. Hey, maybe you can make that billiards cue less wobbly. You lathe, rinse, and repeat until the cue is fixed. This billiards cue has been lathed into shape. Alright. I wonder if it's a better weapon than what I currently have. What is it? It's a... Okay. Well, I just replaced my sweet sword with that thing, and my sweet sword is less moxie, so I guess the balanced billiards cue is exactly what I needed. And now I get to whack people over the head with a billiard cue, so that's pretty great. Let's go up to the third floor. Has he figured out the radish painting one yet? Yes, I know. It's rad-ish. I thought it was a beet, but now I know it's a radish. Okay, let's talk to him now. Challenge him to a game. You chalk up your cue and the ghost racks the balls. It's a close match. You have to consult that geometry book a few times just to work out all the angles. The game comes down to a fight for the 8-ball, and you manage to barely squeak out the win when the ghost catches an unlucky bounce off the corner of a pocket. Well, shucks. Nice shooting, Tex. He flips you a finger gun salute, walks and winks and fades into nothingness. I forgot that I had the geometry book. Do I take that down to the library or no? If I go to... Just all things. Okay. Well, yeah, the geometry book I found in the kids' room, so this game is, like, this DLC is all about, like, just all the ghost stories kind of wrapping around each other. Oh my god. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty, it is. We'll deal with it later. We're gonna look at this thing of beauty. Bowling is good. Nice. This poster is clear in its artistic intent, but not very imaginative. Okay. This bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. This is where the bowling balls would come out if this thing was working. There's a big red button on this thing. Press it. Nothing happens. Alright. Well, I guess it's time to fight this thing. Fix it. Whoa, they're quick. A Boltergeist is just whooping my ass right now. But it's also gonna... Wow, 3 damage. That's really, really weak. Weird backpack to increase your party's mysticality by 15. Shoots them all for 11 damage, or heals everybody for 17. Well, regardless, let's just shoot them with a little bit of science. And then... Bam! Just kill it in one shot there. I gain an item. Bowling pin. Carrying this around will save you the trouble of hurling your enemies all the way down a bowling lane to hit them with it. Plus 15 armor. And I don't know what I have in terms of armor right now. Oh, I want the billiards cue over the armor. Huh. Oh, good. The XR85 was complete trash. It's the Pinomat 80 XR86. Well, if I press the button, do more bowling things show up? What's the point of this? Is it just supposed to be that I can get experience or collect more, like, bowling pins off of it? Just get bowling pins for forever? Why would I want more bowling pins? Oh. Okay. I guess there's a couple different items I can do here. A bowling ball chunk. This chunk of bowling ball isn't big enough to do anything with other than throwing it at something. Alright, hooray. Well. Now, I guess, it's time for duck. Wow, you hope you've never met a live duck this big. It does look very, very angry. It's sickening, killing a helpless sofa and stuffing its carcass as a grisly trophy. One of the moose's eyes is loose. This is just the head of a teddy bear. They didn't even remove the tag. So many polyesters die just to decorate rooms like this. These antlers are made out of paper mache, apparently by somebody who had never seen antlers before. Yeah, they look horrible. That's scary. There's a goblin head mounted like a trophy on the wall. This would be positively barbaric if not for the fact that the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Boo! Ha ha ha. Pretty good I am getting you, huh, human? Wow, yes, very much to getting me. Nice. What did happening to you? Did Mr. Gunn hunting you and to cutting head off? No, Mr. Gunn, a good human man, is being very friends. Inside one of his bowling ball bags, my spore to growing, only headroom. Mr. Gunn defiding me and hanging me up here for to chatting with. Great guy. Wow. Weird. A whole rack of bowling trophies. If they were billiard trophies, there'd be an easier pun to make. I don't get it. Pool trophies? Pool, I don't get it.
Rack of billiards? I don't get it either.
I don't get it. Okay, let's turn that off. Alright, we're gonna pop the loose moose's eye out. Pop. Now it's really got its eye on you. This is either a prosthetic eye made of glass or a very macabre marble. A macabre. God, I love this game. This is just a photograph of a fish. Mr. Gunn was apparently really liberal with his definition of trophy. God, I love this game. Oh, man. Alright, this guy's playing, what's it called? Five-finger fillet. That thing where you take a knife and you, like, poke it between all of your fingers. I haven't played that game since middle school, because you have to be a middle schooler to be that fucking stupid as to play that game. But we played it with a pen, which still hurt like hell, because stabbing your finger with a pen sucks. This ghost is dressed up as a traditional safari hunter with the pith helmet and big white mustache and those weird khaki trousers that make it look like your butt has wings. He's inspecting Mr. Gunn's trophy collection, but doesn't seem particularly impressed. Hi, I'm Captain Blacktooth. Oh, charmed, I'm sure. Lord Oyston Camdenton at your service. What happened to you, if you don't mind my asking? Not at all, not at all. Though it isn't a very exciting story, eh, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. If Purple Phantom were awake, then I'd ask him to do this dialogue, but he's not. Like...
You can do British.
No, I can't.
No?
No. I can definitely not do British. If I just try to pretend I'm Purple Phantom, then I can...
do fakey British, but it's not male.
Yeah.
You want me to do that?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So, I don't know. Never mind. I was hunting lions at the plains of Sparanghetti, and one of the blotters got a bet of me. Wow, you were eaten by a lion. That sounds pretty exciting to me. Yes, well, not eaten as such. Snaky Bogart crept into camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over me. Maybe I can help you. Help me do what? Well, I'll help you with whatever's keeping you as a ghost. But now that I say it, I guess there isn't much I can do to help you get revenge on that lion. Oh, no, 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 it isn't revenge that's keeping me here. Go for that lion, I say. Turn around is fair play and all that, eh, what? Though I do wish you'd done it in a manner that made for a better story. So why are you a ghost then? It's because of my one true regret. I never faced the most dangerous game. I'm definitely not going to help you hunt people. What? No, no, no. The most dangerous board game. Oh, God. No, no. Don't be a Jumanji reference. Please, I beg of you. Nobody was ever willing to play against me. A body shame, eh, what? What's this game? Oh, thank God. He leads you over to a small table on which is laid out a board of alternating red and black squares, with little wooden discs painted red and black as well. Checkers? The checkers jump and scatter as the ghost stabs two large hunting knives into the center of the board. Knife checkers! What are the rules? Do you know how to play checkers? Yes. Do you know how to stab someone in the hand with a knife? Yes. That's all you need to know, really. Alright, I'll play. You yank one of the knives out of the board, and Lord Oyston instructs you to hold it left-handed. The rules are, you may only attack your opponent's hands, and only when they are over the board. Displaced checkers are played from where they land, but attacking the board directly is a foul, which awards the opponent a stab-free turn. It appears to be primarily a game of concentration, quick movements, and feinting. Play aggressively. You start out the game by attacking quickly and fiercely to establish dominance and keep your opponent from developing his pieces. This strategy is somewhat effective, but Lord Oyston doesn't scare easily, and he manages to feint a few pieces past your guard. You enter the mid-game more or less evenly matched. Play intelligently. In the mid-game, you focus more on the checkers than on your knife work, maneuvering into position for some big gains in the long term. You suffer a few minor nicks and cuts, but are well positioned for the end game. Play craftily. Lord Oyston spots a hole in your defenses. He feints left, then quickly slides one of his pieces into the gap and into your trap. This moves his hand into just the position you need to attack it with a hard downward stab. He easily yanks his hand out of the way and your knife hits one of your pieces on its edge, flipping it across the board to land neatly on his back rank. King me. I say, it's a foul to attack the board. Sure, but I wasn't, was I? I attacked your hand and you dodged. That's all. You snaky blighter. Play continues, but with a king behind Lord Oyston's lines. You clean up very quickly. All right, lass. I concede. Marvelous play, eh? What? Well done. He gives you a smart salute, then fades away into nothingness. And now I get to repeat all of that dialogue in a different accent. Who's ready for it? I don't know. I can't think of any other British accents because I can't maintain a British accent for particularly long anyway.
What about like a classy one, like as if you were singing in English?
Like what? Like a I was trying to think of like a Ringo Starr accent, or not Ringo Starr. I did Keith Moon there, kind of, but like, oh, not at all, not at all. Oh, it's a very exciting story, eh? What? I was hunting lions in the plains of Serengeti, and one of the blighters got the better of me. Yes, well, not as such. Sneaky bugger crept into camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over me.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's good, because I thought it was fucking atrocious.
Oh.
Oh, no, it isn't revenge that's keeping me here. Good for that lion, I say. Turnabout is fair play and all that, eh, what? Alright. A different British accent. Maybe like Glasgow? Oh, not at all, not at all. No, it isn't a very... jeez, that's good enough. I like the previous accent. That's fine. I don't like any of them.
I like both of them.
Alright.
The second one's a good impression.
It's not a good impression.
It is a good impression.
That is a terrible...
Look, Joe says it's a good impression.
Yeah, well, he's not a Beatle, is he?
Well, none of us are Beatles.
Is he Paul McCartney? He's in no position to judge my Paul McCartney accent then, if he's not Paul McCartney himself. But yeah, between Beatle and Cockney, I don't really have much of the way in terms of, like, accents.
There's no, like, Vaughan Williams lyrics accent.
Like if I were to try and channel my inner Christopher Guest and pretend I'm like in the House of Lords or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could do my inner Winston Churchill and be like, no, that's the same story, isn't it? What? Because he was a drunk.
Yeah,
Or, I could do my inner Theresa May and be like, not at all, not at all. Though it's a very exciting story, eh, what? I was hunting lions in the plains of the Serengeti, and we were working on Brexit negotiations. Though I love the way negotiations, or is it like negotiation? Like she says I don't remember how she says it, but Theresa May says the word negotiations really, really weirdly, and I'm pretty sure she says negotiations, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. Okay, other British accents. None. Okay, we're done.
Oh, that was fun.
I don't know British people. I only know Purple. And when I think of Purple, I just think of him going like, because like, when I think of Purple, I think of him laughing. For whatever reason, that's like what my mind goes to when I think of Purple. Or, right. Shoot for Australia, and they usually come out British sounding by Americans. My Australian accent is far worse than my British accent, if you can believe that. Because my Australian accent is, like, basically me thinking that I could be, like... All I do is I think of the sniper from Team Fortress 2. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, oh, charmed, I'm sure. Lloyd Oyston Camdenton at your service. Well, the difference being one is mental sickness and the other's a job. Alright. That's enough of that.
What about, like, Eliza Doolittle?
I already did that. That was the Cockney.
No.
Oh, I wanted so much more spittoon out of that. Alright, I guess that takes care of Mr. Gunn. Shall we go to Ms. Terry Gunn? The door is locked and no earthly forces can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of horses, but good luck getting them up the elevator. Yes, who is it? Mrs. Gunn, I'm Captain Blacktooth. Are you with the ghost extermination people? Yes, ma'am. Florence Cunningham. Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. Captain is my assistant. I'm your what? Who's the county licensed ghost hunter here? Me or you? Have you been able to exterminate all of the ghosts? I still feel haunted. 10 of them left, according to the scanner. We're still working on it, ma'am. Don't worry, you can count on us. Please let me know when you've finished. Alright, so I guess I need to... I need to take stock of where I am and all this stuff. So... let's talk to Florence a little bit here. 2 on the 3rd, so I can account for one of them. I know that one of the ghosts is in the kids' room, right? Yeah, they're there. There shouldn't be any... there shouldn't be any ghosts in here. Oh, I think I know where the other one might be. There was some brief mention of a, of some room that had, like... what was it? A trapdoor in the ceiling that I needed to be 11 feet tall to get to. But... you know, the other thing I can do is just have a ladder. But where was it? Was it over here? There's a trapdoor in the ceiling over here. Too bad you aren't like 11 feet tall. Okay. Oh, the balls are still now. Alright, grab one. Grab the most appealing ball, the 3 ball. Wow, that's pretty damn good. Regenerate 9 HP per round of combat. The red paint on the outside of this billiard ball reacts with human blood in a way that doctors will eventually discover is extremely harmful, but which for now is blissfully refreshing. That's a pretty good item. What's in my current offhand item? It is a pistol token. The 3 ball's better than that. Or, the pistol token's better than that because it does more damage up. Alright. So there's not much to be said about this room. So the only places that there are ghosts is, I guess, probably Miss Terry Gunn is probably dead if I were to guess. And the tea. I need to make tea. Let me talk to the librarian. Give up with some library stuff. Do you have any old newspapers? Dating back 20 years, they're in the stacks. Okay. What about... I guess I can talk to her about other things, too. I'm looking for the precise I'm looking for some of that delicious paste. Oh, alright. So yeah, I guess this just, it's just not helpful whatsoever. August 3rd? Should I be looking at that, maybe? Let me see. Where is it? Where even is my almanac? It's been a while. Okay. Look up a date. August 3rd. July 30th? That's about July 31st. Okay. That doesn't help. How about February 30th? What about leap year? Why the hell not? February has 29 days on a leap year, right? Aww. 1878. Should that have been a year with a leap day on it?
Is it divisible by 4?
1878 divided by 4 is not divisible by 4. So, I guess not. Stupid game with its stupid realism. So dumb as hell. Alright, let's talk to Florence. So we are looking for 4 on this floor. And I don't know if I've actually counted for all 4 of them. Ah, her. Maybe I can get her. Were you able to find me a new eye? Yeah, kinda. How kind, thank you very much. She takes the glass eye from you and puts it in, whereupon it falls through her and lands on the floor. She touches it, she picks it up. Oh dear, it's a little too physical. Yeah, I wasn't certain that this would work. Don't worry, this is easily fixed. Do you have a hammer I can borrow? A hammer, yes? That'll do nicely, thank you. She takes the hammer, places the glass eye on her desk, and smashes it with a precise crack. Ah, perfect. She gives you back the hammer and plucks the ghost of the glass eye from the shattered fragments. After blowing the dust off of it, she tucks it into her eye socket. Does it work? Well, now that you mention it, no, I can't actually see with it. It's the ghost of a glass eye, after all. Oh dear, this won't do it all. What a shame. Well, you know, I don't really understand why your eye is still missing. I always assumed when someone loses an arm or something, it just sticks around as an arm ghost. That's why people say they can feel it itching sometimes, because they've still got an arm there, but it's a ghost. It's even called phantom limb syndrome. So logically, if the rest of you becomes a ghost after that, it would hook right back up. But then where did my eye go? Maybe it got pushed back inside your head? The ghost thinks for a second, then shakes her head. No, that seems... Wait. I do think I felt something just then. She shakes her head again. My goodness gracious. Keep going. She bends her head. It's like one of those puzzles where you try to get the marble in the hole. Oh, I haven't played one of those since I was like 7. She bends her head forward and continues shaking it. You can almost hear a faint rattling sound and then a blop. She straightens back up, blinking with 2 eyes. You did it! Well, I'll be. Thank you so much, dear. I never would have thought of that. No problem. Have a nice time in heaven or whatever. Well, that's that then.